Lariat today is going to be talking about Slideways, which is an abstract game from R&R Games, designed by Trisha McLaughlin, which this is her first game. Like I said, published by R&R Games. It's not released yet, but it should be out pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, Lariat, take us through it.
All right, so we saw this game and we kind of thought, well, that looks cool. The board kind of looks interesting. The way the picture looks a little different. The main thing when I saw the actual game versus the picture is the size. It's like 4 or 5 inches square.
It's tiny.
Yeah, much smaller than I thought. But okay, so basically, what you got is a 4x4 grid of little color wheels. And they have yellow, red, or blue. And blue's like the default in a two-player game. They're all on blue. One player gets yellow, one player gets red. And you're basically playing tic-tac-toe on a 4x4 grid with one caveat. These grids, or whichever way you turn, I guess, orient the board, either row or column, they're all attached. So you can slide them one space to the left or one space to the right at a time.
Yeah, they're not really attached. They're magnetized on.
Yeah, they have.
So you can actually slide them, and what's cool is when you get them out to the very end, where it feel like they'd fall off, they actually stay on even when you hold it up.
Little magnets in there keep it really pretty snug, and there is a little bit of a satisfying feeling to sliding one over.
Yeah, because there are these little these little hills. Like little bumps, so they kind of like whoop whoop.
Yeah,
whoop, whoop.
As they slide over.
Cool, yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, honestly, I'm much more impressed with the package and the way that it's...
The engineering of it is cooler,
than the game. The game's basically tic-tac-toe with that one extra movement. You can either, on a turn, you can either flip a colored space to your color, either the opponent's color or the blue, or you can slide one of the tracks to the left or the right. Their only special thing is you can't move something or undo something your opponent just did. So if you flipped a box from blue to your color, I couldn't immediately flip it to my color. I'd have to wait at one turn. If you slid a track over one, I couldn't just immediately slide it right back. I'd have to wait one turn. And that's kind of it. It's the whole game. Once you get set up properly, it's hard not to win with the right opponent. But also, when we played just one quick little game, and we both
took like a minute.
Yeah, and you realize when you did it, I was like, oh, I won, but I didn't even see that you'd won at the same time. And I had the same problem with the kids when I was playing.
There's nothing in the rules for it.
Yeah, it doesn't really cover it in the rules. So we just said whoever's, turn it is won, if you move with both of them. But, yeah, I mean, it's basically tic-tac-toe. It's pretty...
It should be the other way around, because if you do something that makes your opponent win, that should be on you.
Yeah.
I feel like your opponent should win.
Yeah.
You have
to, when you win, you have to make sure you don't also make your opponent win.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I played this once, but you're right. The mechanism of the game is really cool, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's really interesting, and I was hoping it would be like a really cool game.
Yeah.
It's really not that great. I mean, it's not even that it's not great. It's just there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just nothing to it. It's like it's an activity,
Yeah.
But, on the off chance, I mean, R&R, I love R&R as a company, and they put out some really, really great games, and I've played a couple of stinkers from them too, you know what I mean? But not very many. I mean, stuff all the way from Coal Baron, like good mid-weight Euros that are just like so silky smooth, like it's unbelievable, all the way down to like some of my absolute favorite party games, and like abstract games, weird stuff like Hanabi, and I mean... Great company, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they release a lot of games in a year, and they like throw a lot of stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality.
Sometimes.
And which in there, some companies do that and it turns out bad. Most of theirs turn out really good. R&R is known for signing games on the spot at conventions.
So
someone says, "Hey, check out my game," and they pull out a contract and sign it.
Wow.
So they're really known for that. This is this person's first game. Maybe they just saw something so interesting in the mechanism that they wanted to buy the mechanism from this person.
That's possible.
Maybe they've got other uses in mind for it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Or maybe they were releasing this as a way to get on big box store shelves.
Yeah.
Because I could see this as something that, a kid or somebody who only plays, really basic games.
Yeah.
Just plays cards or plays dominoes or something, could stick in their pocket and take to work and go, hey, we got 5 minutes. Let's play a few games of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we were making fun of the rear box text stretched into 2 paragraphs to cover this tic-tac-toe with a caveat kind of thing, but at the very end it hits on probably its best use. Great travel game. It just says great travel game, and that's true. There's no pieces to lose. The magnets keep everything in pretty nice. So this, if you want to play tic-tac-toe with your between or under 10-year-old kids.
Yeah, slightly more interesting tic-tac-toe. I mean,
yeah.
And for kids, I mean, could this be like the game that like gateways a kid from tic-tac-toe to checkers?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it's meant for. Maybe it's not meant for me and you.
Yeah.
You know, and you hear that in reviews and you think, oh, just tell me whether you like it or not. And I can't even say that I didn't like it because it's just...
It's tic-tac-toe. I mean, it's...
yeah, it's hard to just say, oh, that game's bad because I don't think it's meant to be that great.
Yeah.
It can't have been meant to have been that great.
It can't meant to have been much to many people.
So maybe it's meant for something else other than... 2 guys who are almost 30 years old who love strategy and war games playing this game.
Yeah.
And we love simple games too.
Yeah.
And you love abstract games, but maybe it was just meant for something else.
Yeah.
Some kiddos, some people who are just like, there's a cool gimmicky looking game. Because I feel like this could be sold in a Hastings in the gimmicky section. You know what I mean?
Slideways.
Yeah. Seriously, man. It's got a good name.
Yeah.
But anyways, anything else? I mean, that's pretty much Slideways.
Yeah.
But yeah, Slideways from R&R Games. Check it out if you got a young kid who would think that was cool, like flipping the cool little things and like sliding them across the magnets and just playing a game of tic-tac-toe essentially.
Yeah.
Could even draw X's and O's on them. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, you really could.
You know? But anyway, so yeah, that's Slideways from R&R Games.